Is there anything I can learn or like decipher from the box that it was contained in? The masks?
You want to know about the box?
Yeah.
From just looking at the box without actually having a chance to inspect it, it is.
Because I was gonna
It
say it's
seems-
it's back at the Automatons guild, so I
Yeah.
would have means to actually go and visit it.
Okay. They wouldn't let you open it, but you can inspect it.
All right.
Just roll. Just roll investigation or an arcana check.
I'm gonna roll investigation.
Well,
I'm not gonna be able to do investigation very well.
yeah. Hey, how do you have a +5?
That is observant feat.
Yeah, but it only gives to your passive.
No, it's on active investigations
Active
and
as well?
passive perception.
Really?
It says all investigation checks and passive perception. Let me throw up the feat here.
Yeah, I just want to check as well. No, Dennis also has it, right? Yeah, it doesn't. You don't get to increase your plus by +5. It's only your passive.
Oh. I did not know that. I just saw an investigation check.
Nah.
That's
Investigation.
That's wording error on my bad.
Yeah. It basically what it says is passively when you're investigating. Like if you're in a dungeon and you're passively looking for traps, I will take your passive.
Okay.
If you're actively looking for something, then you need to roll. So either way, you roll a natural 1. So 1 + 3, I think.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So,
I'll switch it up real quick.
Yeah. You can't really get anything out of it. You're not entirely sure if it is made of gold or not. It just looks like it's plated with gold on the outside. It is extremely plain. There are no carvings, no drawings, nothing. It's a plain cube box.
All right.
With thick walls.
All right, that's about. I'm gonna get a quick sketch of it, then I'm just gonna go meet up with everyone once they're done.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything?
Not me.
We're back at the tavern, right?
Yeah. You are at the tavern, yeah.
All right. I'm just going to start just talking to random patrons and just see what I can glean about the region.
About the region?
Yeah.
Okay. Just roll an investigation check along with maybe a charisma check. Okay. From just talking to the people at your tavern, as well as some people near the docks, you are told that the city has been under what looks like a new order. It's no longer what it used to be about 2 to 3 years ago. Things seems to be deteriorating. A lot of foreign people, not just dragonborns, not just humans, people from different parts of the world are coming in, and not a lot of people are okay with it. People think that they need to be pure, they need to have only dragonborns here, or just people with draconic bloodlines here. And the other thing that you hear quite often is that the Lord Regent Fane, he is not well liked. A lot of people think that he is not up to any good, and he doesn't seem to be capable of running the city. And none of them have seen the Lord of the city of Dragonheller in quite a while, in almost 5 to 6 months is the last time anyone, even the people who go to the court, have seen him. And people believe that the illness is going to take him. It's going to take his life. Everybody thinks that he's not going to recover from this illness, a supposed illness. You're not entirely sure. Other than that, the people are just okay. They don't seem to be hating Fane, but they don't have any confidence in him whatsoever. And in the recent past, especially in the past 4 to 5 days, everyone is so confused on why the army has been stationed in the city, because they haven't seen the army in about 2 to 3 years stationed in such a. No one has amassed the army to this extent yet, and they think that Fane is going crazy.
Alrighty. Has there been any word of why the army is in?
No one knows, not even the city guard. The city guards do not know. The army has no idea. All they know is they've been mustered with. The mustering was expedited for some reason, and no one knows why. Everything happened so fast that some of the people in the army, they are not even recognizable. Some people think that they're not even from the city of Dragonheller. They're being stationed here from somewhere else.
Alrighty.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So it's about 5 p.m. The sun hasn't gone down yet. It's still approaching the horizon as the three of you, as well as Jarden, along with Rogar and his 4 men, you all meet up at the eastern gates. It's the gate that you entered the city through while you got here. And you see a wagon, which is slightly bigger than your wagon, and it is pulled by a couple of horses. You can see from the windows on the wagon, you can see the golden cube container is kept inside, along with the 4 Dragonborn. Well, 3 Dragonborn. One of the Dragonborn is currently driving the wagon. You can see that Rogar does not have his own horse. He is sitting inside the wagon, along with the golden container. Minutes have passed. As Danis is the first one who sees it. Well, Danis, and what's the passive perception of Jarden?
My passive perception is 19.
Okay, so give me a second.
I've still got the best passive.
Yeah, one
Hey,
second.
give me some time. I'm not even proficient in perception. That's my problem.
Wow, what's your wisdom?
My whiz is 18.
It's better than mine. Mine's only 15.
Nice. I think you have proficiency.
I've got proficiency in perception, so I've got a passive of 21.
Nice. If I had proficiency, I would also have 21. Neato.
Mine's 12.
We don't expect you to see things, just hit them really hard.
We'll tell you how to hit them. Or where to hit them.
As you venture forward, Rogar's wagon stops abruptly. Both Danis and Jarden, both of you see that the road ahead seems to be blocked off. Well, firstly, there aren't anyone else on the road itself. It's pretty empty, just like what the party encountered as they traveled into Dragonheller, except there seems to be some kind of a blockade made of wood and some shields literally on the middle of the road. And just ahead of in the road, you do see a small river. It's not really like a huge river or anything. It's about 20 feet across, pretty small. And you see a bridge crossing from your side to the other side. And you do recognize the bridge. You did cross this bridge to get into the city a week ago.
Why is there a blockade here?
As what do you want to do exactly? The Dragonborn, who is driving the wagon with Rogar in it, he turns into the wagon, he knocks on the door, and he says something in Draconic that you don't really understand. And what do you guys want to do immediately?
How far are we away from the blockade?
You are here, so that's 10, 15, 20, 30, 55, 60, 70 feet away. It's on the other side of the bridge. You're on the western side of the bridge. The blockade is on the eastern side of the bridge, and a couple of trees around. You don't really see anyone near the blockade, but the blockade is quite high. The blockade itself is about 15 feet high, so you can't see anything behind it.
Is it a case of coast to one side and trees to the other?
No. It's it's just land on both sides. Yeah.
Investigation check to see if I can notice either investigation or perception to see if I can notice anything off about this. Like, are there any guards near this blockade, or is there anything?
You can roll an investigation check.
Can I?
Oh.
I don't need to roll.
Okay. With the 23, you look at the blockade, and it just seems like it has been constructed in a hurry, almost as though it's only constructed less than. Oh God, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's almost as though it's been constructed just less than an hour ago, like maybe 20 minutes ago. It's so hurried that it's not even a proper blockade. It's haphazardly put in place. Yeah.
Since it's like haphazardly made, could I cast Gust of Wind to try to knock it over?
You can try knocking it over.
Alright.
I need to see what the gust of wind does.
There's the full. It's basically. It works on humans, but I'm assuming in this situation, a 20-mile-an-hour wind can knock over some of the barricade.
One second. I'll first put you on the map so that it's easier to see.
So, say also, if I'm within range, could I just take a pot shot with me short bow?
Are you in range? Well, you can ready an action. If you see somebody, you can.
Oh no, I was just gonna take a shot at the barricade just to see if anyone.
Oh, at the barricade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you can. If you want, you can do that. I don't know what's the range of a shot. Exactly.
It's 80 and 320.
Okay. So yeah, you can. Give me a second.
Just to see if anyone actually reacts from behind the barricade.
if you want it, honestly. Instead, I also have a different spell that can.
Triggering me. Screw it. Fine.
Close
I feel
enough.
that resizing option on Roll20 is awful.
Yeah, I tried that. It then messes up with the distance when you calculate it. It's like 30.5 feet, and I'm like, fuck that shit. Just play with the Roll20. Don't care about what the map is showing. You can measure it and play. For now. As you firstly position yourself. Rogar will be like there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, since it's a range of self, I didn't realize how far out we were. I'm probably just gonna say nah on that spell,
Okay.
considering it's a range of self.
Yeah, it has a range of self. Rogar will be like somewhere just behind you. As he before you shoot, Rogar gets out and he instructs his men to guard the golden cube container. As he walks out, he's not carrying any weapons on him, but he seems to be pretty confident and calm as he walks slowly to the direction of the bridge. As you shoot the short bow, it hits the barricade and it knocks over a couple of helmets and shields that have been put together to hold the wooden boards in place. But nothing else seemed to happen.
Can I hear?
You don't really hear anything.
Just want to say,
You don't hear.
Yeah, I just want to say, could I hear anyone moving after the impact?
You hear the part of the barricade that just fell over, but you don't really hear anyone. Just roll me. From here, you can't really hear anything. Marlowe can roll me an investigation check. Or perception check, I guess. Both works. With an 18, you can hear, Marlowe can hear what sounds like what the sound that you would get when you're walking on a wooden platform, like a crack. Couple of them just behind this barricade.
All right, I let Danis know that that I'm hearing something. I kind of put my shield up and I sort of motion for him to get behind me.
I put my short bow away and draw my sword.
All right, give me 1 second.
Just say you get me close and I'll round the barricade.
If you guys need, I can sneak over there and check on what's there.
If you want, just don't get yourself killed. So what can you turn into for your wild shape?
Collectively speaking, most animals, as long as I have seen them.
So, like a bird?
Yes, however, as of right now, cannot turn into a creature with a flying speed. So I can turn into a bird who sits, but
Penguin.
cannot fly. Yes. If I have seen a penguin, I could turn into a penguin.
How much would that freak you out in the forest if a penguin just walks up to you?
Of course, you're not gonna. What is a mouse should probably have like it's like a 20-foot move speed. Because
Yeah,
base it up. Because a mouse would be based off a rat, I would imagine. So you probably, I mean, you're turning into a mouse way behind us there, and it's gonna take you a while to get across that bridge.
I mean, give me time. I can scout it out for you.
That is true.
I also have advantage on wisdom and perception checks that rely on smell.
So you can
Well,
tell
mice
us if
aren't
they've
really
not.
As you move towards the barricade, there are a lot of gaps in the barricade. It is not well constructed.
Oh, you're just assuming I'm going the entire way while they're doing whatever?
Yeah, so is anyone else doing anything before his rat form crosses the barricade?
Well, I know me and Marlowe have some plan going on.
I'm just standing back and like waiting for these idiots to do whatever they're gonna do.
Well, us idiots or them idiots?
All these idiots in front of me.
Fair.
Alright. I am not using the dynamic lighting for this one, but what you do see behind the barricade as you cross it are you see a total of 7 humanoids. They look like they're waiting for something to happen. They are literally right behind the barricade, almost as though they are sticking to the barricade itself.
They're doing what?
They are standing right behind the barricade, waiting for something to happen. And at all the way to the back, you do see someone who is quite familiar to you. You might have seen him walk into the Guild of the Crescent Moon from time and again. But you're not entirely sure what his name is. He is a human, tall one, pretty muscular. He has a mustache, long black hair, and he is holding on to a single longsword, just waiting.
So we got 7 total, 1 has a mustache. Alright.
And 3 of them seem to have longbows, whereas the other 3, they don't seem to have any long-ranged weapons other than a few daggers.
And yeah, squeak, squeak, squeak. Makes it all the way over. Comes up behind them. And reverts back out of form. Thank you. Alright, we have about 7 guys. One of them looks relatively familiar. 3 of them have bows. They look like they're waiting on us.
Splendid.
Cassandra, do you have any I don't know how to say this in character AoE spells?
Do you have any explosive magic?
Any spells of mass destruction?
Yeah, something that we can hit them with before as a
Something that
essentially a
I-
surprise attack.
Firefall.
From your vast wizardly array.
In air quotes, wizard.
Wizard.
I can cast Firebolt.
Rogar, have you got anything?
Rogar walks up.
Far from.
I hear that our path is blocked.
Yes.
That would be accurate, considering the barricade.
Oh, they have a barricade somewhere then.
Oh!
Blind sense.
Well, if you do see the barricade, why haven't you broken through it yet?
Because there's
I-
7 people on the other side.
I was just scouting out ahead.
7 people. They should have brought more.
Oh shit.
I thought the 4 of you, well, the 3 of you, are Wolfar's finest.
That may be true, but you also have to remember that Wolfar is a town of artists. So that's not necessarily the greatest compliment we could receive, is that we're better than people who don't fight things.
Well,
You underestimate the power of art. Let me show you what art can do.
I like this guy.
Pulls out calligrapher's tools.
He slowly, very slowly and calmly starts to walk in front.
I think I know what's gonna happen, and can I join this?
Marlo,
You guys can do whatever you want.
Our charge.
I'm kind of curious to see what this guy's going to do, actually.
So, Marlo, we can move up with him.
So am I, because I created this character more than a month ago. What the hell can he do?
And then he realized he was a sorcerer who couldn't do anything.
Now, this session was planned a month ago, and suddenly they got into a side quest with the werewolves, and that took a long time, and I'm like, holy shit, this is happening now.
I know, I was just more making the jokes like, and he's a sorcerer.
No, that's
Far
Cassandra's
better.
job.
Wizard, air quotes.
Yes, wizard.
He walks, he still slowly, very calmly starts to walk in front. He doesn't have any weapons or anything.
Freaking monks.
We can't let
Just
this guy
as-
show off.
Just as he's about 50 feet away. Well, are you also coming?
Yep.
Alright. Okay. Are you in gnome form?
Yes, I'm in Gnomish.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just say 1, 2, 3. All 3 of you, Rogar, Danis, and Marlo. Out of just behind the barricade, just as you were warned, 3 stray arrows come flying towards you. The first one is aimed at Marlo.
This guy's gonna catch a freaking arrow. Can't wait.
Give me a second. Shoot, 10. Okay. Ooh, what the hell? Okay. First one to Marlowe. Pew. Pew.
Pew,
I know
pew.
it says heavy crossbow, but it is not a crossbow. It is a longbow. So I'll just re-roll the. Does a 15 hit you, Marlowe?
It is not.
Okay. So the first stray arrow, since you were warned, you were aware of what's going to happen next, so you managed to duck out of the way, and it barely missed the gnome's head
Ah!
behind you. The second arrow is gonna fly at Danis.
Do I get half cover?
Actually no, because the arrows are not coming from directly in front of you. The arrow that hit Marlowe came straight from here. The one that's gonna hit you is coming from this angle.
Yeah.
And the last arrow is coming from this angle towards Rogar. Nope.
Is it though?
Well,
And I just swat
a
it away with
20
my
does-
sword.
I don't know. I'm thinking, should I give him advantage? Because technically, you do know that they are there.
I wouldn't give them advantage because we very well know that the arrows are coming.
Yeah, I would say that since you knew that the arrow was gonna be coming at you, you managed to nimbly dodge out of the way. The last one is gonna be aimed at Rogar himself.
Why do the arrows keep flying at my head?
You're just our new natural target.
As the arrow flies towards Rogar, he doesn't really seem to notice at all that an arrow has just flown past him. He continues to walk forward, just as slowly as he had been walking.
Marlo, you split left, I split right.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
No, you.
Holy shit. How is this initiative so high? But I still rolled so low. He has a +9 to initiative, Rogar. Anyway,
Well, don't worry about that. Maybe one day I'll actually be going.
He's still going
Go
before
before me.
Marlo.
My initiatives always suck. I have no dex, so I
I
get no
have
bonuses.
dex and I'm still low.
0.
I get to add dex and what is it, and charisma, and I'm still at 15.
Shillelagh!
Which is 3 for them. Okay. At turn. 5, 3. Sending order. Alright, it is Cassandra's turn. You do see 3 arrows that narrowly misses your teammates and almost hit you. But everybody seems to be pretty calm.
All right. Can I actually see the people who fired it? Are there any slits where they came out from?
They're
or...
coming out of these small, tiny holes or gaps in between the barricades.
All right. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and fire firebolt right at the slit that's straight ahead.
Alright.
Nope.
That unfortunately hits the barricade. Just roll 1d10 to see if the barricade sets on fire. If you roll a 5 or above, it sets on fire.
Rip the wooden shields.
As you hit as you throw the firebolt at what looked like the gap from which the arrow was shot at Marlowe, the firebolt only hit the shield and the helmets that were kept on the outside of the barricade, and you do by just by a couple of feet. As the next one, he winds around and he punches straight through the barricade as he exposes a huge hole right in the middle. Yeah, you do see. From the hole in the middle that he has just made, it's almost as big. It's big enough for people to walk through. He almost made a pathway with a single punch. And on the other side, what you see are a couple of thugs or a couple of guys who are wearing complete black leather armor, as well as a black hood that pretty much covers most of their head, and you can barely see their faces. But you do see behind them a very familiar face, especially to Dennis,
God damn it.
because it's the face that he punched before inside the Guild of the Crescent Moon. As you see Logan looking through the pathway that was just created by Rogar right at be surprised if you make it all the way back here.
Sounds like fun.
I see that you brought the bitch with you, behind you, huh? As he looks behind at Cassandra. I heard that she was giving away our trade secrets. And you men that you saw inside the Guild of the Crescent Moon, completely in black, and they are still looking through the gaps inside the barricade to see if they can pick off someone at distance.
So they haven't
And you-
seen me?
No, these three with the longbows, they don't seem to notice you, but the other three, they don't really have a ranged weapon, but they are literally with their backs next to the barricade. They have their daggers in their hand,
Okay.
getting ready to strike.
I believe I'm.
Well, technically, they're having a mace, not a dagger.
I believe I'm in just enough range to hit this guy with my sword.
Yes, you are.
Please hit.
22 hits.
And I
That's
shall,
13 damage.
I shall apply my sneak attack.
All right. As you run around the barricade at high speed that they weren't expecting, you manage to get a free shot at one of the archers who seemed to be the one who shot at Rogar and failed. You managed to pierce your rapier right onto his side of his torso, and he's starting to bleed a lot. He is currently bloody.
That's all I can do, and I shout, Marlow, leave Logan to me.
You're gonna have them all to yourself, man. I can't catch up with you.
Run! And that's the end of my turn.
All right. It is Jarden's turn.
All right, I'm going to go my movement speed of 25. Gotta make sure. 1, 2.
As fast as your tiny legs will carry you.
As fast as my tiny legs will actually carry me, yes.
Copy, paste. Where are you casting it?
Just next to myself.
I think you can control him. I'm not sure if you can control both the tokens.
Let me check here. Yep, I can control both.
Okay. So I'll just denote him with a red one, and a blue and a green one to show that he's illusion.
He's a rainbow.
All right. Oh, you get 3 of yourself.
I do?
Oh wait, no. This is not that. Why am I giving you a token? It's just you don't need a token, right? It's just when you get attacked.
It's basically mirror image is basically there's now 2 of me in basically the same area. So if anybody tries to hit me, they are going to have to roll a d6. To
Yeah. I've seen this happen. Yeah, you don't need a token. It's just there on your area.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
Okay.
put a little marker just so I know.
Yeah, I can put your mark. You can actually put a number, right? Yeah, there. 3. You have 3 of yourselves now.
I have
On
3
your
me.
token. All right. You want to do anything else, Jordan?
Nope, that should be basically all my turns. I can't really bonus action.
Okay. It is Marlowe's turn.
All right.
What
So
do you want to do, Marlowe? You just.
I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to use my action to dash, which the farthest I can get is there.
Can't you go through the center?
I guess.
But that was
Yeah.
about opportunity attacks.
The end of your turn. Now it's the archer's turn. The archer, who is currently bloodied, is startled as he sees Danis with his rapier almost the entirety of this way. seeing that he's coming out. Through this gap, he's going to try and take a shot at.
Jardins.
Oh, yeah, one of them will try to take a shot at Jarden, one of them will try to take a shot at Cassandra.
So then he needs to.
Yeah, first one I'll do Cassandra. 11 does not hit her. And this one is for you. Do I need to roll a d20?
Yes. Roll a d20 to determine whether the attack is set targets one of you or me. If it's
Okay.
if it's 6 or higher, it targets a clone.
Okay, I rolled a 14, so it targets a clone.
And the clone's AC is 10 plus my dex, so it's 12.
Yeah, but I rolled a 16, so one of your duplicates is
It's
gone.
dead. Yeah. So now
Just
it's
as you
10
see.
higher for my other duplicate. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
How do I change that to 2?
Yeah, I already changed it.
Okay, thank you.
Just as you see an arrow, stray arrow, passing right above your head towards Cassandra behind you, before you could turn, one of your illusions seems to be distracted by the first arrow and gets hit on its back and disappears. And now you only have 2 of yourselves around you.
Well, no, there's me and it now, I think, isn't it?
No, you have 3 duplicates.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry.
Now you have 2 duplicates.
Okay.
I believe.
There's just a lot of me going around.
Yeah, and the archers also want to move back. It is now the other dudes with the daggers' turn. No, the mace, sorry. The archer's body, he managed to get a pretty good swing at the back, but it only does very low damage. It just scrapes off your leg. But you do know that now a guy is behind you with a mace. Now the one is gonna engage with Rogar. 1, 2. I believe 22 does hit. That is correct. The first one misses, as you can see that he Rogar has an unorthodox kind of dodging where he doesn't really just step out of the way or let his armor take the hit. As a matter of fact, he's not wearing any armor at all. It's almost like a dance, and almost like he's dancing with the enemy and dodging out of his blows. But the second one does hit him, and it does do a decent amount of damage.
Well, I have a feeling she's going to firebolt that guy.
I feel like she likes Firebolt, so I'm going to go with Firebolt.
That's all she ever does.
Alright.
Cantrip,
Yeah.
firebolt. I don't even know what her actual spells are because all she ever does is cantrips.
They're warlocks. They don't have proper spells. They
Oh,
only have
okay.
2 spell slots.
I forget that she's not actually a wizard.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Wizards have
Yeah.
plenty of spell slots.
That is true. She only has. She has Suggestion, Charm Person, Comprehend Languages, and Unseen Servant as spells.
So completely combat useless. Firebolt.
Firebolt!
Yeah.
Which
Firebolt.
is why
It
let us
is.
go first.
20 his turn. It is your turn, Dennis.
Yeah, you still sure you want to take him instead of letting me do it?
I got it. I'll finish off. I'll finish off the one guy I attacked.
Go ahead. 18 does hit. Oh, that is... You regain 4 hit points. The same that you regained last time when you drank a potion.
I cannot drink potions correctly.
You have a drinking problem.
Apparently. And
You have a potion problem, really.
I can't move anywhere or I'm going to get opportunity attacked.
Well, you could have used your bonus action to disengage and run, but you already used your bonus action to drink.
Yep. I'm just going to say to Logan, not very manly having your men attack me as well.
Ah, you got your men attacking us. Plus, once
To be fair,
again,
attack first.
well, we didn't want to attack. We just wanted to talk, but you know how things go nowadays. With the Lord Regent knowing of my businesses because of your girl. Plus, the thing that you got in your pocket, I really like that. It is rightfully mine. If you hand it over to me, I would let you pass with your friends. As he points towards the potion with the red, thick liquid that you took from the underground part of the barn.
Yeah, I'm going to have to decline. And that's the end of my turn.
Well, I guess I do have to take it from your corpse then.
Have fun.
It is Rogar's turn. As Rogar finally sees, technically not sees, but feels someone really close to him, he is going to attack him. He's gonna punch the shit out of him. 1, 2. He's gonna use 1 key point. He's gonna try to punch him 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. The first 3 hits, the last one does not hit. That is a 19 damage. None of you can actually see this other than Cassandra and Jarden. You see Rogar quite elegantly and slowly, almost. He's moving so slowly that you find it hard to even figure out how the enemies are not dodging it. It's so slow, and at certain moments it's so quick that he manages to punch the guy right in front of him with his hands. He doesn't seem to be using any other part of his body in his unarmed strikes. And the guy in front of Rogar is currently in his last legs as he's feeling the bludgeoning punches all over his torso. You can even see some of his bones being broken. It is the end of Rogar's turn. It is Jarden's turn.
All right. So, because I actually just learned this recently, I actually can maintain the spell because it's not. Actually, I can maintain the spell I'm using. So I'm casting or activating Wild Shape.
That is possible, yes.
So now there are 3 horses. I am now transforming into a war horse.
Okay, I would allow that. 3
Alright.
horses, yeah. You are war horse? Did you say?
War horse.
Are you allowed to turn into a war horse? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Challenge rating of 1/2. Can go up to 1/2.
Okay, I will make you. Yeah, Dennis and Marlo, they can pretty much see their newfound friend / colleague turned into a fully grown horse, just like the one they saw earlier when he pulled the golden compartment into the castle.
Actually, that's a different horse. This one would be more of like feisty, I'd say. I don't know.
It's much bigger. And
So it takes
much
about 20 to get here. I am then going. I can go up to 60 feet. So
yeah.
20, 25.
Oh, in my campaign, you gotta be in the exact opposite for flanking.
The exact opposite. That's fine.
I'm just saying it because I haven't
I'm trying to
told
run
you.
over here and look very menacing and try to get him to hop on so he can get out of here.
Okay. I don't know if Danis understands it, but you are there. Right behind Danis can see a horse, much bigger horse behind him, and
an
2
army of
illusionary
horses
horses
just
as well.
round the corner and just stare menacingly at this guy.
All right. It is. If that's the end of your turn, it is Marlo's.
I can't do anything that costs an action to wild shape.
All right.
All right, so that Danis doesn't die, I'm going to use my action to disengage with this guy. And I'm going to move here. And then from here, I should... Yep. From here, I will use my bonus action, cast Sanctuary on Danis.
All right. All right.
And
You
I'll just
are
put that in
sanctuaried.
there.
Yeah, I know how it works. I use that
I
on
was
a
just,
daily basis.
I was just saying that so that Danis would know what was up. But yeah, basically that's the best we can do because all of my healing spells require touch and I can't get there. So
That is correct.
I should have just picked you up, honestly, now that I think about it.
can't you turn into a bear or a wolf? Come on, who needs a fucking horse?
If that is the end of Marlo's turn,
But I would
That
be
is.
nowhere near anybody in a wolf form.
No,
it is back to the archers. Now the archers are seeing that Marlo is right in front of them. Only the 2 archers left, so they are gonna try to shoot at Marlo. Ooh. I think both hits.
They do.
So both of them, seeing that you are completely distracted by your own ally who needs saving, they manage to shoot 2 arrows that manage to creep into the gap between your armor that you're wearing. It does, I believe. Oh wait, but your armor negates this thing, right? I can't remember what your armor does.
The armor negates crit, so it's just normal.
So the first one is only an 8 damage, second one is also an 8 damage, so you take total of 16 damage with 2 arrows stuck into each side of your shoulder. A 16. So
He goes
He
for
hits- he goes for your illusion for the first attack. An 8 does not hit the illusion.
Nope.
He's going to try to attack you again, Danis. So it's going to be a wisdom save. Once again, he fails. So he's going to turn around and attempt to hit the horse.
by the power of horses.
Another 1d20. Ooh.
Just
Still attempts to hit your illusion and he misses your illusion. As you can see, this weird sight of this extremely confused person. He pulls his mace up, tries to hit Danis, but there's something around Danis, some aura that stops him from landing the blow, and he automatically turns around and tries to hit the horse behind him, and once again fails because he's confused by the multiple illusions of the horse.
too many horses.
Too many. That's the end of his turn. It is back to Cassandra's turn. I'm assuming she will cast Firebolt
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the guy she casted last. 21 does it. Does that kill him? Nope. It brings him to his very last legs as you see that this person his bones have been broken. He's bruised everywhere by the punches that Rogar was giving him, and a stray firebolt comes from behind Rogar's head and burns him, and he's on his very, very last legs. He's still up with his mace in his hand, pretty close to death. That is Cassandra's turn, and now it is Logan's turn. Logan will... I'll just throw this guy out. Will flank you. And he needs to make a wisdom save. And he fails. And he does not have any target, so his attack is lost.
He attacks the barricade.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Yeah.
He attacks the barricade. And he breaks a bit of the barricade. He's going to make his second attack once again. He's going to attempt to hit Danis. Wisdom save. Once again fails. And he attacks the barricade again.
This is why I love wisdom saves.
Oof. He manages to live again, Danis. Danis managed to live one more turn. That's the end of his turn. It is Danis' turn. But you do need to know, if you attack, your sanctuary is lost.
Yeah. So you can't do anything.
I can do plenty of
You can
things.
get off the horse.
Well, I'm just saying, if
No,
you do,
yeah.
you're gonna then my spell goes away.
If you want to hold action, I can do something to at least make it easier for you to get out.
No, I prefer to make things difficult.
Alright, that's fine.
So I'm going to spend 10 or possibly 5 to 10 feet trying to move opposite of the horse.
You will get hit by Logan.
Well, he still has to make a wisdom check first.
Yeah. He does have to make that. He will attempt to make it. And he succeeds
Oh,
with a
of course
13. And he's gonna attempt to hit you once with advantage. Nope, I don't think 13 hits you.
Nope.
As he tries to take his sword out of the barricade that is currently stuck in, you manage to get out of the way just in time as his tip of the sword just touches the back of your boot. Now you are away from him.
I would like to make an attack at advantage.
Why would you have advantage?
Because there's a giant horse behind him.
I'm
Yeah,
flank-
but it's complete opposite, right?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get
but
complete
I am
opposite. Yeah.
But I'm a large space, so I classify as it.
You can stand here, I guess, because this complete opposite is there. He needs to be here for that.
Right. Okay.
So you can
can't-
just...
The issue is I can't be here because I'm large. I'd be in his face.
Yeah, but you gotta be behind him here. You need to have this space covered. This one.
Yeah, and that was right here. I'd cover that space.
But you were standing here.
You guys keep moving me. I'm right here.
What? When did you
Yeah.
go there?
Right. So
I thought you went right there.
I was.
This is where I
here.
started.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
he was.
So
He moved here.
I've moved to here. to try and get
Okay.
advantage.
Now it works. Yeah. From I don't know, my screen you were literally on the tree, so I was like, okay.
It's because I think somebody keeps shifting me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. No problem. Now you have advantage, but 13 does hit.
Okay, and I shall sneak attack
Yeah, you can.
for 21 altogether.
All right. It's the first time he's getting hit, as he is currently, in a way, distracted by the menacing figure behind him. This 3 horses looking down on him. You do manage to get a good hit on his back.
Okay.
He is currently blood. Nope, he's not bloodied, but he is bloodied. He's bloodied, and you lost your sanctuary. That imaginary force field that you had around you is now gone.
It is, so I would like to use my remaining 20 feet and my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
And before I move out of eyesight, I'm just going to flip him the bird. And go ahead.
He is enjoying it, the fight.
That's sweet
Okay.
attack of opportunity now.
Yeah, you do get hit by...
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, you don't. You are a swashbuckler.
I am.
Oh yeah,
That's why
I
hit
forgot
him.
Swashbucklers to do that.
Yeah. Alright. It is now Rogar's turn. As Rogar once again puts his arm forward to feel some kind of an energy. You're not sure what he's trying to feel out. He does sense the enemy standing right in front of him, and he's gonna try to punch his face. Yep, that is enough. As he all of them hit. That's 5, 11, 18 damage. This dude. And he is also currently bloodied, as Marlowe, when you turn and look at the guy who has been attacking you, he seems to be in extreme pain. There is no blood or anything around him, but you can see the agony in his face as he's losing control of his mace. It is Jarden's turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna have to send you the horse stuff real quick, just so you can keep an eye on it yourself here.
I do have the warhorse because Cassandra is riding a horse.
Okay, I was just making sure. So I am going to use 20 feet of movement to travel back this way. I'm gonna accept the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, give me a second.
But you still have to roll the d20.
Riding. Where the hell? The warhorse.
Here, let me send you the wiki.
No, you don't need to do that. It's inside the, the eye symbol on the Roll20 top right compendium.
Yeah.
Just type warhorse. You just get everything you need to know about the warhorse. I can even give you the character sheet, but I'm seeing it. So you are going back 20 feet?
Yeah.
All right. He will try to. Actually, yeah, he can because he didn't use his reaction. I had to roll a d20. To roll less than an 8. Oh, I rolled an 8. So it's gonna hit you, right?
I don't know if it's 8 or higher or not. Let me
Just roll it again. Just the spell.
Yeah, hold on a second. Where is it? Mirror image. There it is.
With 2 biggest, you must roll 8 or higher. If you have 3
So,
roll
so
6
it
or
would hit
higher.
one.
2 duplicates, you must roll 8 or higher. With 3, you must roll 11 or. Oh, so you can redirect it.
Yeah.
So you,
Oh,
yeah,
so I
you
can
need to be
hit it,
rolling
or
it.
okay. Well, if
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
case, I'm. What is my health at here?
No, it's fine.
I'm.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I'll eat the hit.
Okay. Make a strength save. Funnily enough, he doesn't even have enough to make a strength save. Dennis and Cassandra can see this as the horse runs straight. It runs back first, picks up some speed, runs back again, and uses his hooves to just completely destroy the thug with the maul. And his body is crushed, and it's on the floor with 2 hoof marks right on his torso.
And
He
then,
is a dead man.
since that takes up, that took 40 movement, I'm going to use my next 40 to move about right here.
I only have 3 spell
Okay.
slots right now, though, so.
That is the end of Marlowe.
What?
I think he has cure wounds. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have cure wounds. That's all I've got for healing. Besides lay on hand.
Okay, myself too. Oh
It
no, I have
is-
healing spirit.
Yeah, you're a druid. You gotta have healing. It is the archer's turn. The archers are going to One of them is going to attack. For Marlowe, one for Rogar. Both misses, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So 2 arrows at close range, they're finding it very hard to hit as the arrows go and stick themselves in. And that is actually not enough, as you guys call out for a firebolt, and the firebolt does arrive through the small gap created by Rogar, and it hits this thug right on the back of his head. As you can see, his skin starting to burn and melt. He's
Yeesh.
screaming in pain, but he's still up. It is my boy Logan's turn. Logan sees that Danis has been running away after being challenged to fight like a man. So he is going to... He's going to run over there.
I say nay.
Oh yeah, you do get to hit him once if you want. You can try.
I can warhorse him if I want. Let me get it up. Why does it take so long for this?
Oh, 17 just hits. As he completely ignores the warhorse that literally just crushed one of his men to death. The warhorse kicks him on his back with his hooves, and it does maximum damage. Well, wait, that's not maximum damage.
That's its, I think, highest damage.
Slightly less than maximum damage. Nope.
Yeah.
Highest is 16.
Oh
But
no,
it
yeah.
does, yeah. This is the first bit of hit you can see him taking. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem to do anything to him. It does leave him with the... I'm not sure if you're down in the first attack or are you down after the second attack.
I am down after the second attack.
Alright. As he hits you once on your shoulder, it cuts through your leather armor. And the second one, he trips you with your leg as you fall prone. You still have sanctuary, but you are currently prone, unconscious, and sanctuary. Right on the edge of the bridge. That is the end of his turn. Can he move? 30. Nope. He doesn't seem to be looking at Cassandra as he crouches down, looking at your own backpack at this point.
He's
But that is
grabbed
the end
it.
of his turn. He crouched down to take something from the backpack that Danis is holding on to.
Excellent.
It is Danis's turn. Make a death saving throw. Whoop, that's a success. You are one step closer to coming back to life.
Yay!
It is Rogar's turn. Rogar is going to attempt to finish this bloody sandwich off. Yep, that is... Oh, what the hell? That's not enough. That's almost enough. He's literally on his very last legs as he's about to fall onto the floor. Rogar hits him one more time and knocks him unconscious. He does not kill him. It's all punching and knocking people out. He is going to use one of his key points to try and... But he's gonna first run around. Use one of his key points and 2 more punches. Unfortunately, does not hit.
Would
As
I
you run,
No, I wouldn't. He's unconscious. Never mind.
as you run towards him,
Wait,
even though
he's
he is crouching, he's not really prone.
Okay.
As you run behind him, he managed to see you at the very last moment, and he dodges both your hooves as it lands right next to him.
All right.
And he just turns and just smiles back at you. Do you have anything else that you can do?
Not in this form. No.
All right.
I actually can try to position myself around him.
Well,
but-
there is a bridge
Get in
here.
between those guys.
You can try.
I'll just
There
stay.
you
I'll just stay right here, so I'm blocking the path to Cassandra.
Well, you do need to know that this guy is prone and lying down on the floor,
And dying.
which means it's hard. Yeah, he can walk through it for double movement.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm used to bodies being considered whatever movement.
Yeah, not you when you're prone.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna step back here then.
All right. That's the end of your turn. It is Marlowe's turn. As you see, just through the gap made in the barricade, one of your friends that you cast a sanctuary on is currently unconscious and bleeding out.
All right, well, I will accept the attack of opportunity from the archer here, and I'm going to move
All
here.
right. He will attempt to attack you once. The 20 does hit.
Yep.
As he swipes at you with his dagger and does maximum damage. Just as you run, he cuts you right between the gap at your hip, between the your thigh guard and your torso. You are started to bleed from a wound that you already had, which you healed up earlier, but you do manage to run out of his reach.
And I will use 1 point of lay on hands to bring Stannis back from death so that he doesn't get smacked by Logan and die.
Yay.
All right. You are currently conscious, but you're still prone. You still have sanctuary on you. You want anything else, Marlo?
That's all I got.
All right. The archer's turn. The archer is gonna flank Rogar. They're gonna try to hit them with their daggers. First guy is gonna attack twice with his dagger. Both misses. It's a 12 and 11. The next guy is gonna attack twice with his dagger. One hits, one misses. Oh, well, technically it's advantage. So 16 still hits. Sure, 1d6. 2 damage. It's 4 damage to Rogar's back. Rogar seems to be taking a lot of hits, but he's still standing. He's not really bleeding out or bloodied yet. These guys are all dead. And then, what do you want Cassandra to do?
Fireball!
Fireball.
Yep.
Alright. Firebolt. 22 does hit. As she is furious with the way Logan is treating, calling her out, and her friends, she manages to conjure up a pretty powerful fireball and hit him right on his face.
I don't think
But
she cares
he-
about her friends because she doesn't seem to care for us.
That is also true. It
Yeah.
does hit him right in his face, and it starts to burn off a bit of his hair on his face. But that's the end of her turn. It is back to Logan's turn. As he looks at Marlowe healing up Danis, he just looks down at Danis, and as you open your eyes after a momentary lapse of loss of consciousness, you see Logan smiling down on you. You stubborn bastard. I guess I gotta kill you again then. As he tries to swing at you,
Wisdom.
but with advantage. Oh yeah, wisdom. It does not hit anyway, but it's wisdom. He fails, so he's gonna attack Marlowe, but a 10 does not hit Marlowe, so he tries to bring down his sword onto Danis's prone body, but something in his mind decides not to. It's up. Really bloody. He is extremely surprised on what is happening while he was still looking at Marlowe and his arcane magic, or divine magic in this case, stopping him from attacking you. You manage to sneak up around him, and you manage to, in a way, find the perfect angle to hit him in between his splint armor, as your rapier, your magical rapier, goes straight through his torso. And Marlowe can almost see the tip of the blade coming out from his other side as he's starting to bleed. out a lot. He is on his very last. All right.
I can't go around him because I've got this.
Okay. You gotta roll your hooves.
Rolling the hooves.
18 does hit. As you run straight at him, you manage to hit him quite squarely on his chest, pushing him, well, attempting to push him down. I gotta roll a strength save of DC 14. Oop. If you need to know one thing about this campaign, you will never beat me on a strength check. It's impossible.
That's fine. I'm gonna keep trying to beat you on a strength check anyways.
Everyone has been trying to do that. It's just not working. And
the war horses charge.
The archer, with his knowledge on how horses, he managed to keep his ground using one of his feet to balance himself and stay on his feet. But he does take the damage, though.
That's fine.
Do you want to do anything else,
I
John?
can't. I have no bonus
Alright.
action.
Okay, it is Marlowe's turn.
All right. For the first time in this fight, I'm going to attack.
That's how it works. That's how paladins work. 21 does hit. A 13 is actually just enough to do it. How do you want to kill him? Or do you want to do it non-lethal? It's your choice.
I'll do it non-lethally so that Dennis has the some
all right.
ability to talk to him.
As you use your Morning Star to hit him right on the back of his head, he is slowly bleeding, but it completely knocked him unconscious. He is out of this world, and he falls face first onto the ground. Do you want to do anything else?
I don't have a bonus action I can do anything with, so that's it.
Okay. It is the archer's turn. Only one archer's alive. He is going. Let's see. Make a wisdom save first. See what he wants to do. Oh. He is going to turn tail, disengage, and run the fuck away from all of you.
You can try.
Yeah, he disengaged already, so he's gonna run like 30 feet. He's about 5 feet. He's about 5 feet outside of the map currently. He does not have his longbow with him because he dropped it here. All he is doing is just running the fuck away.
You can try.
That is also true. It is Cassandra's turn.
Oh.
Do you want
Firebolt the
to?
guy behind the tree?
Yeah, if
I
she
have
can
no
hit the guy
idea.
running, then that's about all she can do, right?
She
What
can.
range of firebolt?
Yeah. She has half. Well, he has half cover, so I would say firebolt with advantage.
Down though.
You can chase him down. That's true. He's on his very last legs already. He's hurting a lot. Yep.
Here to here, right?
Yeah.
I'm walking in front of this path.
Okay. I will just say for any.
Down a little farther so we can actually like be in. Because I can't like stand on top of him here.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just want to say instead of dragging this out, I just say that you managed to kill him or make him go unconscious, whichever one you like.
Try to strength check to grab this guy and start dragging him back over here where the other unconscious body is.
All right. I'll say all the corpses are here. Well, these 3 are not corpses. Well, these 4 are not corpses. They're still
Yeah.
alive. These 2 are corpses. So, what is the plan?
So we'll just tie
Do
up.
we have enough room in the cart for all
Actually,
these bodies?
I'm going to revert back. We can tie them all up together.
Just sort of say,
I am back into my normal form.
yeah, we can tie him up, but we'll just bring
Nothing happens. Everybody's unconscious. Is still unconscious. Logan seems to be pretty wasted. He's just gone completely. It looks like it's going to take quite a while for him to wake up, unless you want to forcefully wake him up.
Yeah, I'll
I
do
will
that.
assume that you tied him.
Yeah, he's tied up. I'll forcefully wake him up.
Where are you right now? Are you still next?
Yeah, I'm still next to him.
Are you still next to the bridge when you wake him up? Oh,
Just sort of say if we can take him back to the wagon and someone else can drive.
I'll say that you guys brought the wagon here, onto the other side of the bridge, which we're trying to cross anyway.
We do have a river right next to us if we want to do anything in particular.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to waterboard him, you can do it.
Is that an actual option?
I'm not saying
Depends on your.
I'm just saying you can.
Yeah, I'm also saying you can, but it depends on your character.
I don't know about waterboarding, but I could dunk his head in water for a little bit.
I mean, you could do whatever you want, but you need to tell me if he's awake or if he's not awake.
If the wagon's next to us, yeah, I'll wake him up.
Yeah, I'll say the wagon is like right here. One of the wagons, the other wagon is slightly underneath. He has woken up. He seems to be disoriented. And as he touches the back of his head, and he can feel the blood from the morning star that hit him from Marlowe's hand.
Well, you lay the trap. You lost. It about sums it up.
I see. So my men didn't fare so well, did they?
No.
As he looks at his men. Pushovers they are.
And the guard is on his way.
Yep. Well, if you really think the guards are going to arrest me, you don't really know the guards that well, do you?
What would you suggest? I'd drag him over to the
Are you
river.
going to? Okay. You can, I guess. He's not that, but he's heavy, but not that heavy.
I just throw him in.
What do you want to do with him?
Just throw a couple of songs.
As you throw him into the river isn't a big one. But he's still roll lower than you, but he's already changing, so I'll still let you take a hit. I'll let you roll a hit. Well, that
Would it help
unfortunately,
that he's bound?
even a 13 does not hit him. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, it's worth a go.
You haven't removed his armor yet. His armor, splint armor, AC of 17. As you try to push the rapier through the armor pretty much completely blocks off the pointy end of your rapier, almost bends your rapier. It doesn't snap in half, but it is. You realize that he is starting to grow slightly bigger than what he was. He's already a pretty tall man. Funnily enough, most of his features seems to be the same. He already is pretty hairy all over, long hair, and slowly you can see, within just a matter of seconds, you see fur start to sprout out of his skin. His eyes start to glow yellow as his snout starts to move out. His body pretty much breaks out of your ropes, as well as the splint armor as it starts to break and fall off his body. You have seen something similar before in the barn, but this one is slightly different. He seems to be much bigger than what you saw back in the barn itself. The wolves and the hybrids that you saw, they were, even when they finished the transformation, they were still about the same size as they were in the humanoid form, but he seems to be growing much, much bigger than the humanoid form right in front of you. And he doesn't seem to be a wolf. That is where we'll end our session today. We will continue next week.
Yay, I get to fight another werewolf.
Yeah, learned a lesson not to spare people, huh?
Not exactly a werewolf, but close.
The sad thing is, I had an idea as soon as we had the werewolf incident. God damn it.
That's why I asked you if you want to kill him or knock him unconscious, because when you said knock